What is up, everyone? Back again with another video, and today I'm gonna be talking about some of the latest news surrounding Marvel stuff, and more specifically Spider-Man. Because there's been a lot of stuff surrounding Spider-Man recently, and most of that has been very positive and very good. So there's some exciting stuff that it's possibly being planned out by both Sony and Disney, or Sony and Marvel, however you want to put it. And not just in animation, as we've seen, of course, Spider-Verse, or Across the Spider-Verse was just released, and there's coming up almost a game, the sequel to the PlayStation game from 2017, 18, or it was. So there's plenty of stuff there. Just that alone is absolutely incredible, and it's very exciting to be a Spider-Man fan right now. But there's plenty of more stuff also coming, especially with the live-action Spider-Man stuff. Sony are planning out something very, very big. And in recent years, Sony has not been the absolute greatest in the live-action stuff. They have released some movies that are decent to from decent to very, very bad. And it's been a little up and down with how they've been handling things, but it looks like they will be going forward in a much better way, taking inspiration from Across the Spider-Verse into this verse, and taking all inspiration from that and bringing that into live action, which sounds very, very exciting. So I think mostly that this could be something very, very cool if they go through with it, because we know there's some things being planned right now already. The movie's about to come out too. We know that Kraven the Hunter is coming later this year, but also Madam Web next year, and it looks like that could be the starting catalyst of the Spider-Verse, live action Spider-Verse. But more interesting news that come out earlier in the week, last week as well, was that there is a live action Miles Morales movie in the works. They are planning for that, which is very exciting and something that people have been waiting for so long, because we know how good he has been doing now in the in the Spider-Verse movies, of course, and also in the games, and plus he's been getting better in the comics as well. Most recently, now the latest comics is they're putting him up against Carnage, which is very interesting. But there's some rumors about they actually will be doing a live action Miles Morales movie, and this could be very, very exciting. And it looks like he will be kind of the main Spider-Man, or in that live action Spider-Verse thing. There will be Peter Parker as well, but he's gonna be like the starring Spider-Man like that, and then Peter Parker will come into that later. I don't know if he will be crossing over into the MCU in some way. Possibly. I would love to, if they do release this before Secret Wars, I would love to see him in Secret Wars as well, and maybe crossing over with the MCU Spider-Man. But it's definitely going to be very exciting to see what they can do, and then possibly done like a live action Spider-Gwen probably too, or Spider-Woman, whatever you want to call it, but it's called, because there's a Jessica Drew as Spider-Woman too, which, by the way, there's 2 movies coming for that character as well. One animated one that they just announced, and of course they're still going through with the live action one as well, directed by Olivia Wilde, I believe. What's her name? Director, right? So this is gonna be so interesting to see how they can do it, because if they do this right, it can lead to something very, very massive. And I think that's what they're planning. They're planning to get to that big kind of like endgame event, like kind of that big movie, which from the comics, if you know the comics, that is Spider-Geddon, right? Spider-Geddon is that big event that kind of brings all of them together and gets it all going, and that kind of big ass fight and more, and that's very, very exciting if they can get to that point. They only if they do it right, only if they get the movies right, and if all the movies do right. Like if the Miles Morales movie does right, it goes well, and the Craven movie, the Madam Web movie, and the Spider-Man movie, if that all goes well, I think we're looking at something very interesting. And both the MCU Spider-Man and the Spider stuff and this could do well. And speaking of the MCU stuff, there has been confirmation of, yes, they are in the plans and are in the works of a fourth Spider-Man movie in the MCU. There's been some showings of what the contract has been for Tom Holland's new contract is, and there's been some things of that, and it looks like it's gonna be another trilogy, so Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6, and then plus 2 big crossover like appearances, probably Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, and then one more smaller appearance as well, crossover appearance too, which could be either a movie or show, we'll see. But that is looking very, very good and very, very exciting. Amy Pascal confirmed that they're starting up work soon after the strike is done. Like, there's this writer strike going on, so when the strike is done, they will be starting up working on that. And also Tom Holland has also spoken on it as well, so we're looking soon enough, we'll be starting seeing more about that in the next entry for Spider-Man in the MCU, which will be very, very good. There are some rumors about which turn Tom Holland. There's also some rumors that Zendaya may return as well. There's some mixed feelings about it, but I'll talk about that in another video maybe down the line. But overall, this is all sounding very, very good and very, very exciting, because you can clearly see that Sony and they have really worked out the contract. It's really good, and the collaboration is really good, using all the characters, because I think it looks like they want to bring in as many characters as well, especially in the MCU stuff. They could be bringing in more about Kingpin and Daredevil and crossing over that. I think they want to do that a lot, and they're setting up for that too, down the line too. So that could be something as well. But overall, very, very exciting, very, very good. I'm very, very happy about to see this stuff happening, and that possibly we'll be getting more quality Spider-Man stuff from Sony now, because they are always consulting with Kevin Feige on all the Spider-Man movies more and more now. The Spider-Man, like, adjacent movies, like the related movies, if I want to call them that. But you can see that they're trying to improve more and more, and hopefully that is the case, because if we can see some good stuff from them, like Spider-Verse in live action, then that's gonna be absolutely epic. It's gonna want to be the biggest things ever, really, in cinema. It really will be like Avengers kind of level big stuff. So I think that's gonna be a great future ahead if we can see more of that, and we'll see what happens. I'll be updating more and more along as we go. You know, when more information gets released. But for now, that's most of that stuff. But it's looking really, really cool and really, really awesome, and I'm very happy that Spider-Verse has really brought more attention to the Spider-Man movies, and got Sony thinking differently a little bit, and got them more and more, and got things going more in a better way. I think we all look back and owe a lot to this trilogy, a really incredible trilogy. Even if it's animation, man, it's just top-notch stuff. One of the best like movie series I've seen in a long while. It's really up there. It's really up there as some top stuff. And I saw someone saying this is like the Raimi movies for the newer generation. It's like the Raimi trilogy for the newer generation, and I can see that, yeah. But I think it's even greater than that. I think it's like introducing so many people to, yes, new Spider-Man, of course, but also all the stuff as well. It's for everyone, bringing back the nostalgia with some of the oldest being included, and also bringing in newer viewers, and introducing them, and not just to Miles Morales, but many of the other ones as well. It's like a really, really cool thing. It's for everyone. People who love Peter Parker, you get that. People who love Miles Morales, you get that. People who love Spider-Gwen, of course, and all the other types of Spider, like Ben Reilly, you know, Scarlet Spider, and Spider-Punk, and so many of the other different variants of past Peter Parkers and ones, and of course, if you feel that way, you know, even though it's kind of an half this Miguel O'Hara, you know, there's definitely plenty of stuff in there for everyone, and if we can bring that into live action eventually, that's gonna be even more incredible. And that's, yes, you cannot do Express as much, but that's gonna be like bringing it to some extra big level in some type of way, because then you can show off even an extra layer too on top. You have that, you have the old, you have this now, and you have that as well, and that's gonna be this whole massive thing, because we have seen now that some things in this that they show in Spider-Verse hints towards something bigger. That's something, there's a bigger connection. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna show any spoilers here, but I'll be doing a spoiler review in another video, but I'll talk about it more there. But there's plenty of stuff that indicates that the Spider-Verse is really vast and big, and not just put into what Sony has there, but like something from previous, past, present, future, all together, coming together, doing something big. So there is a lot to get excited about. There's a lot and plenty of great stuff to get excited about, and we can just look forward to seeing more and greater things. And hopefully they do it right. I cannot wait for Madame Web. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what they do in that movie. I believe that comes early next year sometime. But I know there's a lot of people that have kind of been on the fence about it and so, but I believe that possibly if they do it right, if they do it in an interesting way, I think that can be setting up something very exciting, and I cannot wait to see it. Definitely cannot wait to see it, because I'm just because that curiosity of what they will show there, and what possibly they can be setting up with this news as well. Now, on top of that, I'm even more intrigued to see what's gonna happen going forward. So definitely all this, I'm hyped. I'm super hyped. I'm down with it all, because it's gonna be very, very cool to see what they can do even more, expand the Spider-Verse, all that stuff. Just bring more attention to it from different types of ways, both animation, live action, and other things like that. Just bring it all together. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so epic. Hopefully it can happen. Hopefully they can build it up to that. This is just the early stages, just some rumors right now, but I hope they can pull it off. I really hope that both Disney and Sony can pull this off and really bring it into something very, very massive and very, very cool. So all the best. Let's just cross our fingers for that. Let's just keep hopes up for something very good. So yeah, that's gonna do pretty much for that. Like that's most of the recent news surrounding this and stuff. There's nothing really that much a lot anymore about the MCU things. There's this other strike going on, so but hopefully we'll get some news there's during next month, because Marvel Studios are going to be there at the late at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. So hopefully we'll be getting some more news about the coming releases and things that will possibly be shown in Phase 6 as well. Maybe some more information on what's gonna be there, possibly, who knows, some casting stuff, maybe for Fantastic Four or that, who knows. But whatever it is, I'll be covering that then, and other things before and after. So yeah, but that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below. Also subscribe if you're not done that already, and ring that notification bell to get notified when I upload next, which will be later, hopefully as well, later tonight. which I'll be talking more about. A triple review pretty much in one video. We're talking about the 3 movies, the main movies I saw in the past month, which were Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Fast X, and Spider-Verse as well. So keep an eye out for that. I have a lot to say about all 3 of them and what I thought about them and all that. So if you want to see that, ring the notification bell to get notified, and hopefully I'll see you guys then. And if I've got something, leave a comment down below and tell me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.